Welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles! Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know what the deal is with this game and having you fall, but it's all good. Welcome back. This is the Marble Garden Zone, which is in fact one of my favorite levels. I'm not completely certain why. I like the overall design and the music, of course, but I don't know, something else about it just appeals to me in some way. It's got sort of an Altered Beast theme going, much like Marble Zone and the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, we can grab a couple of super rings right off the bat, so that's nice. In fact, there is my second extra life of the episode already. Now, this level has a cool little mechanic of its own that doesn't show up anywhere else that we will be hitting pretty shortly. But other than that, it's a level that gives you a lot of opportunity for speed, as well as some neat little puzzles, so that's always good. Nope, I'm gonna stick with the shield, actually. Alright, this is what I was talking about. These, top things. They're kinda neat. And so we have to ditch it right there, but don't worry, there will be more. Also, it's really the way that the sprite for these doesn't move as it spins. Ooh, cutting it close there. Tails likes to tempt fate. That's how he rolls. So you'll notice these, you spin them in order to go up, and then as they hit the ground, the spin sort of takes off and they pick up a bunch of speed, which is pretty cool. Like that. So you can use them to reach high areas, you can also use them to break certain pieces of ground, like so. It's pretty neat. I like them. Anyways, mini-boss time. Ugh, almost had you. This should look pretty similar to the Mystic Cave boss from Sonic 2. The difference being that, I'll just let him go here. If I hit any of these spikes, there we go. They'll actually bounce off if I have a shield, so he's a little bit easier. But he is just a mini-boss. We won't hold it against him. Oh, look at that! Beautiful. Although I'm actually going to want to grab a fire shield by the end of this level, but yeah, it's fine. And I am in fact well on track to earning an extra life when my final score is added up, so that's good. Now this level also has some branching paths. There's one up there, but I prefer to go this way. Oh, hey there, bud. Oh. Okay. In fact, there's another branching path right here, if you dash through there. Spin dash, that is. Which leads to this. Gotta get as many extra lives as possible, of course. Now these... I mean, they're super easy to get through. Watch. As soon as it moves, I move. But for some reason, they scare me. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. The other pretty cool thing about this level is the boss fight for Robotnik, which actually plays out differently, completely differently, depending on which character you are. Which is kind of neat. This is a very good level to get the rest of the super rings that you're missing on too, because they are very easy to get to. Is it right here? There's one of these that leads you straight into an enemy, and it was actually not that one. It's okay. Let's try that again. There's one of these that I always bail on because it does lead you right into an enemy, but we'll try again. In fact, maybe it is this one. Yep, it is. See, I was correct. It'll toss you right into this guy, so I didn't want to lose my shield. That's all. And here we'll see, I believe, an example of using those to reach a higher area. Nope, that's a different part, but it's okay. It is all good. Really, one of the most impressive things about this game, even in comparison with the other Sonic games, is just how well the levels flow. Even with all the branching paths, like no matter which way you take, things are always gonna flow smoothly. That's, I don't know, it's just really impressive the way that they managed to do that. Alright. I mean, for instance, I have my paths that I take when I play this game, but you could play through any of these levels really with going different ways. And sometimes when I'm playing, I'll find myself accidentally taking another path and be like, oh, this was here. Interesting. Hey. By the way, you can tell apart the spike enemies from the regular spikes. You'll notice the one on the left there is fake. There's a slight color difference. Oh, whoops. That is a suboptimal way of taking that guy out, but it's okay, because I was going to grab this anyway. Now I just need to get 25 more rings and then I'll be happy. Let's hit him this time. The number of times that you hit him here, by the way, has no effect upon how much health he has when you actually fight him, so don't worry too much about that. Anyways, I'm gonna hit my 200 rings just fine here. This part used to scare me so much as a kid. You really can get stuck if you don't hurry it along. Like, it's not unfair or anything, but you don't want to make too many mistakes there. Alright, there we go. And just in case you get hit by these guys jumping out of the ground, there is another shield. However, it is not a fire shield, so it is, in fact, suboptimal. But you can just go over here. I, on the other hand, am perfectly happy with my fire shield, and thus we will be carrying that into the boss fight. In typical Sonic the Hedgehog fashion, the boosters deal fire damage, so yeah. So for instance here, I would be getting hit. 4, 5, oh, that was not so good. It's actually possible to get, I think, 7 on that, but you have to take a hit. And this is the boss fight. The whole thing is focused around using your tails to hit Robotnik as he flies by, which is pretty neat. If you play this as Sonic, Tails is actually carrying you, and you have to jump off and hit him, which is a little bit different. And then Knuckles has a completely different boss fight, which is unfortunately not as interesting. Anyways, you can use which way he flies to predict which side he's going to come from, and that's it. It actually is fairly tense if you have no shield and no rings because, again, the fire on the boosters will hurt you. Regardless, that is it. Don't ask me what that's doing all the way up here, but hey, we beat it. And I think that gets me my extra life. Yes, it does. I will see you guys next time.